you know, there's a lot of different tournament formats, and we're gonna be looking over. We don't see the flight path just yet, but yeah, there we go. Ooh, pretty neutral overall.
I like this flight path. It's really balanced, but I really want to wait the circle.
Oh, but it's too generous. The flight path is too generous. It needs to be more unfortunate. I don't know the right one for it.
Not balanced, like a bit lopsided in one point.
Lopsided, yeah. That's the one. That's the term. Okay, so a couple of teams have already started to deploy here. Circle hasn't really seen, but luckily, I can't really exactly see which teams have completely deployed out, but a lot of information is being given already. Looks like north side they're trying to take control over the north side.
Yeah, I think some teams might want to jump in Al-Azhar because if I'm not mistaken, the loot there is quite great. Junkyard, it's okay. The rest of the team I'm waiting if there's any team gonna drop into El Pozo.
Oh. Yeah, dropping into a lot of loot places, it's just like dropping into Pochinki.
Yeah.
It's either it worked or it doesn't work.
The thing is,
high risk, high reward.
The thing is, sometimes like Pochinki or like El Pozo, the biggest town there is Los Leones. Most team kind of avoid it because you know that somebody will drop. There's like a taboo place, even though the loot is really, really luxurious in that time.
Looks like most teams avoided El Pozo here.
Yep.
Los Leones only being occupied by, I think it's only 2 squads there. Yes, 2 squads there, while the rest of the team trying to keep control over the middle of the map, just above San Martin. It's really tough because Junkyard, they're still kind of hovering over it, but they are starting to land here. Traitor, let's have a look at how they take this on.
Oh, Traitor is now really close with another opponent here. Team number 14, Dingoz MZ. Looks like they do know, Dingoz MZ do know Traitor is around the compound here. And now there's only one road separating these two teams, except for one scout which is sent to another direction. But other than that, it's just the road separating them. Like, this is my side, that's your side. As long as you stay there, we're not going to take the shot.
Yeah, Dingoz have to fight face on straight. Like, this is like the first game they're actually playing against each other, right? So their chances, like, for example, around Impala itself already have 4 teams occupying the same place. The same goes here for both team and Dingoz as well as Traitor. The moment that everybody's trying to dominate, this first week is very important if you want to dominate certain area or compound, making sure that the rest, week 2 and week 3, you will be still holding this compound if you want in this map. That's just how important the first day and the first few days in the first week.
Kind of like marking your territory,
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
It's going to be pretty interesting. The game's starting off pretty slow. Nobody really wants to go for these heavy engages just yet. Looting up is going to be pretty important.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to see any fist fights here.
Pen
no
fight.
pen fight.
Do you plan to see one?
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. That will make the highlights for me.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to see that, but usually we're gonna see it like in the maybe week 3, where some teams that actually kind of secure themselves in the top 10. Maybe they are like having fun and chill that time.
Yeah, let's have a look at Impunity here. Looks like they looked for a vehicle very, very quickly and quickly ran over to start looting, but other teams have kind of caught up with them. Team Squad 4 Divinity as well, hovering over them. But more importantly, El Pozo, nobody has touched it just yet, even though the circle is right on top of it.
Yes, I do think that there's a possibility that the circle may be somewhere around the area around the... Oh, but then again, we do see here some shots here by Kiddo. Managed to take one down.
Oh, it's an easy kill for him. Not even have to put any effort at that. Maybe they just really need to get some loot going on. Kiddo trying to get the rest of the Team Tara, while the rest of Team Tara quite far from one of the knocked down teammate here.
Oh boy, that's going to be unfortunate because that means they're going to lose their scout. The rest of the team doesn't seem to be taking full advantage of this. FB currently just, looking around is like, okay, we got to know where exactly they're going to be coming from because we know that this is a scout, number 1. He's already fed the information, and now where are they going to go? Are they going to re-engage us, or do we have to move out because this isn't going to be worth our time?
Yeah, that's true. And just now we can see that in the middle of circle, there's only like a couple of teams inside. One of it is those that actually landed on San Martin. And that's quite a very lucky circle for them because they don't have to move that much. And San Martin itself is quite good place to loot everything for the whole squad.
Okay, looking here at squad 5, not too looted up, but they still have opportunities, especially when you have a vehicle that's going to help you quickly cross the map. Maybe if they can get to El Pozo, or at the very least, find a hot loot area that they can start stocking up.
Yeah, talking about hot loot, Hi definitely needs those loot. He does not have any helmet here at the moment. Only a level 1 vest. Utilities are almost non-existent. He needs a lot, especially in this sort of map where we do expect some long-range shots because of how open the map can be. You really want to hang on to those helmets. Get a level 2, get a level 3, hang on to them as much as possible. And sometimes, just to save on the helmet, they would keep the helmet if it's a short range fight. If it's a long range fight, they expect a long range fight, that's when they put on the helmet. These are some of the things that pro teams do as well sometimes.
You're just trying to make sure that economy-wise they are still stable for a long-term fight, It's kind of a very smart thing to do, actually, but it's also risky at the same time.
I mean, it's micro investments. You're hoping for once you do fall into that situation where you need it, it's like, all right, I've already profited from the situation. If you don't and you're unsuspecting, well, that's a little unfortunate.
And here we go. We do see team number 11 here. They are just looting the compound. This is Impunity SG representing Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. One of the other teams here, H2O as well, representing Singapore. They are quite close by with team number 6, Tara Proyecto X, but looks like they are just going to pass by each other, not giving the high fives, and they're just going to play safe for now.
Everybody just want to play safe. Still in the first phase of circle. Nobody wants to be the first one to be out, right? Still 16 teams intact. Only 2 of teammates of Tara actually out of the game out of 64 players.
Yeah.
It's not great, not working well for them. They really have to survive for, like, what, 10 more minutes into the game?
Pretty much.
Minimum. Yeah, minimum.
And losing 2 members is a huge disadvantage, but again, you can play for placements, maybe get some sneaky kill steals, but we'll see how the situation fares up for them. Team Secret here now, picking up their vehicles as they go, making sure that they are a full convoy so they can, create situations where, oh, I need cover, I have vehicles to kind of protect me.
Yes, it is actually very wise to actually have as many vehicles as possible. If possible, 1 person per vehicle, because that increases your level of mobility. You can actually flank in a vehicle as well. Yes, in a big area, so that's actually really good.
Oh, look at that Matoi straight on, trying to do some pre-fires there. But I don't think they clip anybody. What was he thinking? Going from a very, very different terrain, trying to shoot some pre-fire shots there.
I think he shot a vehicle, if I saw that correctly.
It was a very long shot. Oh, look at that stun he just pulled himself into.
Yep, he showed us a long shot on the vehicle, then he showed how he can do a somersault with his vehicle.
Oh, this is good.
Yes.
Because why? Team NoRecoil is actually tunneling down on Team Secret. Surprisingly, all rivalries we're talking about.
Hey, ex-secret members now with a new team trying to show us like, oh, you thought you could do this without us? No. Let's show them how to do it, boys.
Well, he just jumped from that very high ground just now. Oh my goodness me. Looking at Divinity, they are moving as a squad. They are not separating, not sending scout at all. I don't know if this will be beneficial for the Divinity team from Singapore.
But it looks like team number 14, Dingoz MZ, not too far away, just across the horizon. But looks like they're playing it very safe as well. They are all in the same compound. Don't look like they're going to go anywhere at this point. Looks like they just decided to, okay, we'll move right now. There's just too little loot right here. Moving on to Kevin from BTR right here with that motorbike, moving together with his team members, just trying to find that next location that they can loot at.
Yeah. First phase being especially slow in Miramar. A lot of the teams don't really want to do too much, but vehicles is going to be a high priority for everyone to traverse the map. So, when Team Secret was looking to break blow. Oh, wait, hold up. There's a bit of an engagement here.
Oh, it's just have to be Secret fighting against Team NoRecoil. All rivalry, we just spoke of this. And it doesn't seem quite right for Team NoRecoil. They do have Simbi on this side, but will they take it up front with Team Secret? Simbi, is this really he wants to go for? Because Matoi is already taking the fires here. Matoi really want to pin them down. They have to back down for Team NoRecoil. Things are not doing great for them because the higher ground being dominated by Team Secret.
Yeah, and now both of them are on both peaks. They're healing back up, getting their boosts as well, just to make sure that this engagement goes well. Not to mention that they have honestly, a lot of time, especially in phase 1. The circle is not a threat at all.
Oh, we do see here Biu going to another direction. Could we possibly see a backstab there?
I mean,
Just pinning them down at the top, at the peak of this hill, and Biu comes from the other side. Maybe? Because he's a survivor, like how we saw in the warm-up game, how long he survived those grenades. And this could be like, okay, I'm just going to show myself, kind of survive it just to get your attention, and my teammates shoot from the other side. That could be a possibility as well.
Yeah, but again, they know that NoRecoil, Team NoRecoil is at the peak. However, they're not too sure exactly where they are now because they are pulling back towards the lower side of the ground. Let's have a look at FV and how they're doing here. Oh wait, hold on. They hear the some engagement is actually going on with Squad 5. Squad 5, Tone Wow Esports.
Yeah, but Sleep is all alone. He'll definitely just watch it out and definitely not going to stay there. But I'm not sure who are they shooting at.
Oh, he
Oh,
just
they blew it
abandoned
out.
the rest of a team, and now somebody just got M249. That's an easy loot for this person. Kido is really happy, like a kid just got a lollipop.
Oh, definitely. He is stacked right now. Rest of the team slowly pulling out. And again, you know, Divinity following the same strat, looking for those vehicles and going out as a big convoy.
Yep.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the part where getting the vehicles again is so crucial. Just look at the teams, all of them prioritizing vehicles. Get the vehicles
You
first, then
have
only
to.
go for the loot.
There's no way you're walking around the desert, right?
I'm pretty sure Divinity. Well, that's true. That's definitely true. But I'm pretty sure Divinity just noticed that there was a random car right up on top of that hill, where Team NoRecoil as well as Team Secret were kind of having their little, you know, debacle engagement there. Hopefully that doesn't change too much. But you know, what can I say?
Oh, but then CMB just got one of the team Divinity down, knocked down one of them. Doing great for team NoRecoil, who just bombed into Secret, backed away, and met another team alongside of the rest of the team there. Kind of clumped up in the middle of a map, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the circle here. I mean, most teams, I would say this is still pretty neutral for everybody. You know, Team Secret, and again, on Team NoRecoil, everyone is right smack in the middle, looking at the outer side of the circle. RSG just taking their time as our Axis as well. H2O holding their grounds down on the bottom side. DOS as well as NDE. All again, not too much going on, but right smack in the center of the circle is a whole war happening.
But just look at one side of the map where Bapak Esports is at. Looks like they're gatekeeping there. They are being the immigration, not letting anyone pass. So they will have that strategy of, okay, we'll just be there. No one's going to come in. Maybe take a couple of kills there while we're at it. But looks like they have vehicles for themselves as well. So it looks like they're moving away. They do realize that, okay, someone's coming in with full squad vehicles. Like, we don't want to be in the middle of a vehicle fight.
Yeah, that's one thing. One more thing, those are actually in the power grid. We know power grid holds a very good fortress for those who want to snipe. And the thing is, there's so many teams in the area of power grid, and Pubg already have to fight against Bigetron, who has the higher ground, which he has to pro no matter what. They know he's in there, and straight into the vision of them is actually Kevin. Can just snipe away in that very small window, and it's gonna be a window pane with a very pain sniping.
Yeah, and right now BBO is completely pinned down. He cannot move from this position unless he has information from his team that Kevin isn't peeking him. But again, he'll hold his ground while the rest of his team kind of just chills out.
But everyone's just focusing onto Biu. What about the rest? They could come from behind at any time.
Yeah, he loves to play the bait for Pubg, honestly speaking. He loves to play that bait, and the rest of the team just gonna flush everybody from behind. But look at Tara. This is hard to watch for them. They already lost 2 members from the team. And around Hacienda is really hot for them. They don't have much people left on their side.
Yep, and we see Ling's here just holding it on just by the bushes there. While Kiddo, I'm not sure. Oh, looks like shots onto Ling. Ling now is in trouble there. And Ling looks like will be the one to go down. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. FV taking out Ling.
He thought he was safe. He thought it was safe in the brush. Unfortunately, they spotted out just the tip. I'm pretty sure they saw the tip of his gun, or at least the back of his legs there. Unfortunate. They're going to be knocked down. They're going to be knocked out for now. But
For
let's
now.
For now.
For
Until the
now.
next game.
For now.
Sadly, they're going to have to sit this one out.
Oh, but then it was a safe spot for Liren just now. I thought they will be ambushed in, but apparently, well, he's the only sole survivor for the team, and nobody actually realized there's a vehicle inside of the compound. That's really smart of him to actually really park at the very safe spot, making sure that it's in the shades, nobody noticing him. So he has to move because he know he need that spot in the middle of a circle. If he rotate really late, it will be a disaster because why? There's so many gatekeepers in the last few circles.
Unfortunately, if he does decide to go to the center of the circle, currently it's going to be a complete war there, so he might not know what he's walking into exactly.
And you don't want to walk in there all alone, just like what he is at this moment. Or you may want to just play at the side, just like, okay, you guys shoot it out, and I'll just come in later and get that placement points. Even if I die at the later stage, it's okay.
There's still value. There's still value here. Now, having a look at the CCTV cam, again, holding the angle. Ooh, boy.
Anxiously waiting. Look at that, covering every spot he can. Pew pew.
Looks like he's actually moved from the shack his
He
pin
has
position.
to. You don't want to stay there, man. That's a really small hut he was in back then.
The thing is, he didn't really have a choice. He had no real way of running out of cover without getting absolutely dismantled there. But I think the rest of his team, as you can see on his minimap, is that they are approaching a lot closer and giving him that cover fire to allow him to escape.
Oh, Jenny now from the high angle probably spots out somebody inside the building there, but maybe he has a little bit of hesitation there, 50-50, and maybe not want to spend too much time on that, chooses to move on.
Oh, this M249, will it get in the hands of Bapak, or there's actually another team, if I'm not mistaken, that's Team Axis just now. Right? Yep, Axis is actually around the compound.
Shot.
Oh, look at this. Trix
like
is really loving the sniping. He's not being pressured whatsoever by Axis, and they have no clue where those shots coming from.
Yeah, and this is the beauty of Miramar. It's so vast and expansive that if you spot someone and they don't spot you, you're most likely not going to see them the next day.
Yeah, and looks like Chick is the only one left for his team. This is not looking good. He still needs to hold on because there's still 16 teams there. We are still at minimum points at placement. Nobody wants to give this up.
Okay, I do know Tara is just one-man person now. It's a one-man army team for now. Because, like it or not, if they're the one who be wiped out first, they will be the first one to go out, and it's not a great feeling. And it's still second phase of the game, which is going to enter the third one very soon. But will Axis actually challenge Bapak here?
I'm not even sure if it's like a good call. Considering the positions, they are on lower ground. They do have a flank angle. I'm not sure who is currently in that flank angle down to the back, but they have spotted him out. So again, they know exactly where they are. It's just right now, Squad 7 Syndicate is in a more superior position.
And taking up the shots here. Wow, Wow Esports. They're not backing off. Both of them actually want to show dominance here. Quite hard to play. Fatino in the middle, and there you go. Burned out from the vehicle and straight away into the grave.
And looks like a Mexican standoff here between these two teams. One has the high ground, one has the buildings to protect them, but looks like Wow Esports may choose to leave this area. They have a vehicle though, they can do that escape plan, but looks like still eyes from 7 up, just peeking out, just to be sure that the opponents don't really rush in. But those long shots being shot, but nothing connects there.
Yeah, let's have a look at the circle once more. It has changed a little bit more, moving towards the western region. Oh wait, oof, well, that was almost there. But yeah, a lot of the teams are still stuck outside of it. We can see that Bigetron is already making rotations to get towards the inner side of the circle. But let's go back into this action here because again, everybody just wants to get that kill. However, it's so far away.
They want those precious points indeed. This is what we want to see. Everyone wants to go for it. And Omar taking those long shots, hitting it one by one. Bandit now seems to be in a little bit of trouble together with Reese. Need some backup there. Who's going to come save them? This is going to be the question of the moment.
And like they only have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get out from there because the blue is catching up them very soon while Omar is still gatekeeping, denying their move. But at the same time, the rest of, oh wow, that's a wow for the Riz is really in an unfortunate situation. Stick it to the ground. There's no way he got any covers now. That's a free kill for Omar.
Yeah, talk about gatekeeping, honestly. He comes up to it, it's like, I'm going to retreat from this. Don't worry about it. Gets cut down halfway. What can you do?
Oh, and looks like some kills. Was that an explosion of a vehicle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He did it! Tracy coming from behind, getting a kill on Papa Jenny, yo!
No way! Goodness, now got return back damage by one of the teammates. They got him punished. Craig is way too ballsy at that. knock him out straight away.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that worked. They didn't notice him as he goes. And he came out and it was just like, surprise, gotcha.
Oh my goodness. And the moment he got one down, there's another person from the side and flanking him out. There's no way he can get out from there.
But just stealing away that kill already puts the enemy team at a disadvantage, which is like, it shouldn't have happened, but it did. So it's like, oh no, that kind of sucks for now. But they're going to make the best of it. Divinity Juggernaut right now.
He's the sole survivor.
He's
anyway.
making the best out of this situation. He's the sole survivor.
He's actually camouflaging himself.
Yeah, I
to
can't
be-
even see. I
This
could
is
hardly
actually a
see
very
him.
good spot. Without even the killer suit, it's enough for him to actually cover himself in the bush.
Yeah, and there's multiple bushes as well. So at
Okay.
least you have that added,
No.
the added vegetation.
Okay, problem is, if somebody's scoping him in a very long distance, he will actually get
He'll stand out. He'll stand out.
so obvious. Yeah, the terrain is not going to cover you for now.
Yeah,
Hopefully nobody's actually scoping on him.
He's just praying. It's like, don't have it 8 times. Please don't have it 8
Please.
times.
No AWM. No AWM, stuff like that.
Yep, and we do see here the airdrop. AUG A3 here. Is anyone going to go for it? We do see here that team NoRecoil is actually really nearby.
Oh,
And
they're gonna
maybe that's why they're not going for it. BTR is nearby and Kevin does spot out the opponent from a
Dingo.
distance there. They are kind of in a sandwich position, but because of the terrain, that sort of helped them out a little bit. It's that U-shaped terrain. They have vehicles as well in the middle, so they can have an escape plan if they want to.
I don't know if you guys notice, every single time, even though it's a pre-warm-up game just now, again, Bigetron kind of sandwiched between 2 or 3 teams. But look at this, Divinity Juggernaut really stays in the blue, making sure he tanks it. He hears so many vehicles coming up, and he just, no, I'm not going to move. I have one first aid, my goodness me, and 1 healing item, that's it.
He's got no supplies, and again, he's just getting gatekeeped right now. Unfortunately, Squad 12 is looking towards his direction. And it's just like, nah, we want to get this. Don't worry.
We want that 1 kill, that's definitely. Just like iShots here, he saw someone up there. He wants that kill for himself as well. And looks like iShots is moving it on and joining up with his team here. However, that vehicle only can take another 1 person. Or it looks like they have another vehicles as well. So they are quite mobile here.
And Team Circle already got themselves 3 killing points there. Quite amazing, and the rest of the team will really have to struggle. For those who are coming or rotating a bit late, a bit north of Montenuevo, we already heard some explosion as well as gunshot raining upon those who are actually just migrating into the safe zone.
And now Apo here. Oh, Apo goes down from the long shot. He's now in trouble there. He'll need help from his teammates right there. But looks like Apo will not need it anymore because he's sent back to the lobby, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunate. Gets caught out there, and now the Luxy is just running around his coach, making sure it's like, oh man, my back might be in trouble. He has to ensure that every time he looks back, he's making sure that he doesn't get spotted out by potential squads coming into the circle.
And we have all the teams, the Titan ones. We have Bigetron as well as Secret already secured themselves kind of in the middle of a circle, but the rest of the team have to suffer against the gatekeepers.
Yep, gatekeepers, BTR reporting for duty, ladies and gentlemen. And we do see a Zully here.
Oh.
They're just going back and forth. They do know that they're kind of surrounded there. And we do see a team number 11 actually closing in Impunity SG. Really close right now. And we do see shots go out there. Warning shots left and right. Boyka, now he needs to turn into a man car right here, ladies and gentlemen. He moves to another location from one side. Try to get a different angle a little bit.
Yeah, BTR are hearing this. They know where Squad 14, which is Dingoz MZ, is as of right now. But 11 is so close that even if they want to engage, they're very afraid of just losing their entire squad just because of one bad decision. So they're just going to wait this out as much as they can. Boyka is in a lot of trouble, though.
Oh, Jaeger, IMP is coming in. Impunity, not so punity anymore. They're not going to mute themselves here. And look at that, fighting against Nat straight on point. He can actually give up the shot, but he didn't give any pre-shoot just then.
Yep. Looks like shot by shot going it out. Bandages go out there. Zully still from the same location pretty much. And they get the high ground here. They do see Atai just behind the vehicle there. Are they going to blow up the vehicle? Looks like not, because that may give up their location and just a waste of ammunition that they need to reload. And now Vex We do see here they are just going in, trying to find the angle.
no.
Back, taking that long shot, but there's a takedown one, and one goes down there, ladies and gentlemen. At the same time, Omar gets taken out by the play zone.
That's not great being in an Axis team right now. They wiped out, and it's not just that. There's only 12 team left, and still it's not only just in the 5th circle. Everybody's just juking it in. Good Jaeger as well. They're trying to dominate this area, but Bigetron again kind of gets sandwiched in so many teams in between.
I think Bigetron is making some really smart decisions here. They have dropped a couple of smokes, really far smokes, not right on top of them, but further down, just so they can block some vision and potentially force 11 and 14 because they can't see BTR anymore to deal with each other. And maybe BTR is able to capitalize on that situation, but they cannot fully commit until a fight breaks out.
All these teams only have about 1 minute before they need to move. The circle is just not in their favor at this moment. Marcel, we see here, he is very low right now. He will need some help there.
Oh,
but
no.
again, Atai, looks like Atai is now being knocked out. Luxy tries to help Atai there with the vehicle. Will he be able to make it there? So looks like, Pende as well goes down, and Jojo as well go down. Now the kills are all coming in. Pende again goes down there. Ladies and gentlemen, sent back to the lobby.
At the same time, I do see across the map, Team Secret already taking down some teams, as well as Resurgence, who has been quiet. I Am Pro names kind of popped up in the kill feed on the left side just now. So what's happening between those teams? Oh, Jaeger, that's not a smart move. And now he made a big U-turn back within his teams.
You could literally hear him in his head just go, nope, 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 nope. Gotta get out, gotta get out.
Exactly right. That's not the right way. No, I got the wrong way in. There you go. They managed to get themselves gatekeeping for team number 14, which is Dingoz. Already waiting for the rest of the team who just migrated themselves. And that minivan won't hold long. Look at that. Just now, the spray Mason managed to take left on so many. Dingoz managed to just keeping, got themselves the forces, spraying every single person from Impunity. And now Impunity has to fight back.
Jaeger dropping down the smoke real quick. He wants to push on up here. He's making sure they can't get in. They're holding on to the structure for now, but Impunity, they've got, not enough members to go for the push, so they're going to try and pepper them and put them in a position where they don't have enough to defend themselves. Utilities being popped real quick. This is not looking good for either one of these teams.
Everyone's being locked down in a very open position right now. We do see here GG just behind here taking that very safe route, but they need to move right now. The blue circle is coming in. This is going to be very, very devastating for these teams. GG moving in with the smoke, pass through the smoke. BTR still outside. Jaeger releases the shot. Jaeger onto GG. GG now in trouble. Is he going to go GG? Jaeger from the other side being shot at. Now he's in trouble. Needed to use the medkit immediately.
They need to finish these engagements fast. Oh no, Jaeger! Oh, he got taken out. That's super, super unfortunate there.
That was a long shot with smoke, 2 smokes in between, and he has to be the one who's out. But at the same time, Traitor already inside of the zone. They are zoning everybody else out of the circle, making sure they stay in the blue. 7 teams left, already in the 6th phase of the circle.
Honestly, Traitor's position right now is looking pretty good. However, the teams, if they just need to hold out, use your supplies, hold out, and make sure the circle kills the rest of the teams, rest of the squads. As we can see, Team Secret are trying to push and get in within the circle at least.
You do see here there's like a mini invisible circle in the middle, but going there is also very, very challenging. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very risky at the same time. Biu with the long range does see where Traitor is at this moment. Looks like the utilities will go out and they will continue to hang on to this location.
They want to rush in, you know, when he threw that smoke, right?
Oh no, Traitor is getting knocked down one by one. They're going down so fast and they got taken out. Wow. How unfortunate for Traitor. They weren't able to hold out as they push on through, and now Dingoz are having to deal with the messes the teams want to be pushing in. They are getting gatekeeped out of nowhere.
And looks like now BTR right here in the middle of the action. Boyka just proning in, just trying to be very, very careful because there's only 2 of them left. We do see coming in from the back as well. Other teams are starting to come in. It was like forward Yuhai with the long shot onto GG. And Yuhai still has his eyes on the rest of team members right there. His opponents on the other side.
And now look at that, Yuhai trying to go for more. He's scoping on Bigetron. That's really close. He can just pull the clutch whenever he wants. We know this is a miracle boy we're talking about.
Yeah, look at the current state of the map, right? Oh no, Dingoz. Dingoz have a structure. They have a little bit of, place to kind of play around. The circle isn't being too favorable, but right now Team Secret, with the amount of destroyed vehicles all around them and the number of bodies that they were able to pick up, they can resupply and go back in. Ooh! More, the kill feed is just going off right now. Dingo's in trouble.
And looks like Team Secret moving into the middle, getting as close as possible to the middle circle because they know they have a few structures that they can defend themselves. Right? They are right smack in the middle with Pubg on the other side, ready to take different angle shots here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is down to 4 teams, 10 players alive right this moment. Who's going to be the one?
Dingoz is really cornered. Look at that, at the edge of the blue as well. And like it or not, they have to face so many teams who are already inside of a circle. They are clumped up. And I like how they cornered everybody else. For Bigetron, they are quite okay, but not really great. The most strongest team right now having a compound is no other than Team Secret.
Yeah, and they're dropping the smokes very intelligently because they're utilizing the hay bales as well, making sure that they are covering the side flanks so they don't know entirely where they should be looking at, where enemy should be looking at towards Team Secret.
Only 10 more seconds before the circle closes in. They need to decide what they want to do. Do they want to go in? Do they want to spare their utilities? But look at this. Zali has nothing else on his side in terms of utilities. Yes, he does have a level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, but that's not good enough. It goes down, and now we do see Mace. Looks like Mace will be knocked out. And JJ as well again. Yuhai taking those shots. And Boyka getting another shot of JJ. That was a kill steal there.
Oh, no.
Boyka is in trouble.
Ooh, and now Yuhai is really high on the sky because why? He keeps on killing one and another. Just one more person from Dingoz is playing the healing game. It's still in the blue to try to find him. But do they even need to find one because the blue is taking his HP so fast? And there you go. Chicken dinner effortlessly by Team Secret.
Good job to Team Secret there. They really played that well because, again, we saw traders doing something really, really smart, holding that last circle, making sure they could play the time game. That's all they had to do. They ran out of smokes, and unfortunately, Yuhai was getting some really, really, really sick kills as well as they went